I did a Negroni variation at my first job when I was being trained in Austin, Texas. And it wasn't bad. Actually, it was pretty terrible, but it allowed me to like think like, oh, I can, maybe do this. And then after that, I just really, really worked a lot at it, nonstop. We knew that there was a lot of opportunity here at the time. We felt like there was. And we didn't really know what to expect, to be honest. I mean, it wasn't like we thought we were going to open and everybody's going to come rushing in.
I think I've always been a people person, and I like to move and I like to groove with people. So I think that really inspired me to learn about bartending and become a bartender and become that people person that can connect with people.
Surprisingly, yes, exactly. When we opened in 2014 at the time, Nite Owl there was no late night food place, which I quickly realized when I couldn't get a sandwich after 11 p.m. in Omaha when I first moved back, and I was completely perplexed by that. I was like, how does there not one place to get food late besides Village Inn, where you could have a beer and sit down and eat some food? So I wanted to weave that in, and then I noticed there was no like dark bars with good atmosphere that I could find. And then also there wasn't a place that was doing more like high-end cocktails in a very unpretentious setting. I think those three things combined really kind of set Nite Owl off to what it was supposed to be, and that's exactly what I set out to do.
One of the biggest things that attracted me to Nite Owl was the culture that Noah had built here. I could feel that even from afar. I moved here from the Big Island of Hawaii, and the culture that Noah had built here really showed me that. I started looking him up online and seeing previous articles about him, and there was just something that really resonated with me.
When I came up in this industry, I was treated like shit. And so a lot of people, a major majority of them are. And so, how are you going to be true to yourself and take the time to be kind to people, and give them a better experience than you had, instead of saying, you need to go through what I went through. And you see that a lot in our industry where people, well, I went through that, so now all my employees have to go through that, and that's not the way it should be. You don't improve anything until you think about it and try to make it better. And also, I just like people, so it's natural that I don't treat them like shit. And take care of them and nurture them and try to, teach them something, I guess. But in the long run, you're gonna get way farther as a business taking care of people than you are not. And I'll say that 100 times over again.
He didn't know what to expect, and I didn't know what to expect. I was just some guy moving from Hawaii, expecting to slide right into his crew that he's had so solid here. I think we all just clicked immediately, and it was really cool just having a conversation, understanding that I was speaking to another person that has been doing this for long enough to understand what kind of passion goes into it.
Yeah, that's a good question. Safe spaces are very important, and I kind of felt, when we opened at the time, there wasn't a lot of places where people could feel safe drinking, and I didn't really feel like, I felt that was very important as we molded that into our business plan, that no matter who you were, we were very inclusive, that you can come here and be comfortable and you're going to be protected, especially if you're a person that has a little bit more time, trouble defending themselves, obviously, or, being in a situation. You can't be passive. It's hard. I'm not saying it's easy. It's something that takes it takes some experience, and it takes years of, I was lucky I was in this business for a long time, so if I see a problem, I can go directly towards it and fix it. But I realize for a lot of people, that's a little bit more difficult. But I also think that's just important in general. That's just a great way to run your business.
He inspires me in a lot of ways. I can tell that he wants to create a safe place for bartenders and people to experience bartenders that are enjoying what they're doing and smart about what they're doing and wanting to give that back.